toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will have the first possession of the game. It was the farewell game for an Ole Miss great, Jackson Dart, and last season's Egg Bowl down 14-10 early, but the old Bullies just couldn't hang on to the ball, and turnovers killed them.
Yeah, Mississippi State had 3 turnovers, and when you lose the turnover battle 3-0, you're not going to win very many football games. The Egg Bowl is always fun. Jesse, we've called a bunch of these games. The hatred is real, the rivalry is real, so this will be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, oftentimes it's a game that's played before the weekend, like on a Thursday or Friday night, so it really sets the tone. This is the amuse-bouche, you might say, for rivalry weekend. Mississippi State started fast in that game last year, David. 14 points in the first quarter. They just didn't score again. Ole Miss got the win. It wasn't enough to get them in the college football playoff, but I'm expecting fireworks in this one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Ole Miss offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Haas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they have the first points of the game. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you already got a touchdown on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's reeled in. It's Mosley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the RPO, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
It's complete to the left. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just
racing down the left side. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Gonna look downfield again. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Grabbed over the middle and dribbling.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
In the red area, it's Diggs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen. And
Brings into the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The give to the left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Shapen. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Showing the arm strength to the left. Complete downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Under fire. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
That's caught. It's Mosley. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Ray. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Pulls it in, it's Ray. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. They'll try to pick it up on the ground, and the Rebels get it past the sticks.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense. And
the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting into predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Got a man, it's Stribling. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, going up top. That's caught. It's Stribling. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will give them the lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this.
It's a running room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Shapen. Got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. Here comes the heat. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Stribling. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Keeps it on the bootleg. The short hand, it's Glover. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to throw, it's Shapen. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, Dave, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8.
Man, how about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, a last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.